Happy Thanksgiving. Good morning and welcome back to CBS News Detroit.
If you're just waking up this morning, here are some of the morning's top stories. Both men involved in a shooting that injured a 2-year-old boy are now in custody. He was hurt Tuesday night at the Jefferson Square Apartments on Dickerson. 27-year-old Darius Lacey, police say, showed up to his ex-girlfriend's apartment to take some things, and when he was confronted by the woman's new boyfriend. Police say that sparked an argument. Shots were fired. At least one bullet hitting the boy in the thigh. Lacey turned himself in yesterday. The other man was already in police custody, and at last check, he is in stable condition. He is expected to be okay. The men involved will likely be facing charges.
In Madison Heights, police are working to figure out what happened to a 5-year-old boy found not breathing. He was rushed from the home to the hospital but later died. This happened on Sunday. As of this morning, there still are unanswered questions. We do know a woman has been taken into custody. We'll update this story as it becomes available.
A teacher who was shot in the Oxford school shooting, suing the district and also suing 5 former leaders. Molly Darnell, the only teacher who was shot. 4 students died and several others were hurt. That lawsuit calls out 2 employees who interacted with the shooter before the tragedy. It also lists 2 former superintendents and the former principal as well. She is seeking damages from citing severe emotional distress, saying they ignored signs of impending violence.
Let's get to our next weather forecast for this Thanksgiving Day. Stacey, a little cool out there, but at least the snow's going to hold off for today.
Yes, it is. We are expecting dry conditions today, so that is the good news. Like, we're going to stay dry, but it is going to get chilly out there. In fact, we're already starting to see some of that cold air moving in. So here's our current temperatures and what it actually feels like out there. 31 in Howell, feels 25, also feels 25 in Pontiac, feels 30 in Detroit, 29 in Mount Clemens. So here's what we are watching. We are going to see partly sunny conditions for today, with that cold air moving in throughout the day and overnight. And we do have snow flurries starting to move in through the overnight hours as well. But for your Thanksgiving Day, again, partly sunny skies, dry conditions, a high near 40. Probably not going to feel like it for most of us, though. We do have some wind gusts out there as well. Could see wind gusts up to 15 miles per hour through the morning, up to 20 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. That, of course, is going to help it make it feel a little bit chillier out there as well. And here's our temperatures if you're heading out the door a little bit later. 24 for Howell, Pontiac, and Lapeer, 28 for Detroit. And this afternoon, when we're hitting our high, temperatures are going to feel like they're in their upper 20s and low 30s.
And if you're heading downtown today, there are a few road closures you need to be aware of.
Now until 4 this afternoon, several parts of Woodward, they will be closed. Grand River, Jefferson, and Gratiot also closed. There will be detours today, and you can see the full list of all those closures on our website, cbsdetroit.com.
As for getting around the city, DDOT customers can expect delays starting in just under an hour. All buses and routes will go to the Rosa Parks Transit Center. DDOT says it will operate on a Sunday schedule for all regular routes at regular fares.
The Detroit People Mover back in service, giving riders a pretty incredible view of the city. It's running nonstop until 7 tonight. It was shut down for a couple of months because of track maintenance. A lot of passengers will be getting a view of the parade without being out there on the street.
And if you're hitting the road today after months of waiting, all lanes of I-696 in between I-275 and Losser Road in Oakland County are now open. This is the view from our eye-in-the-sky chopper, and hardly any orange barrels in sight. Crews will finish pavement markings and landscape work next year. The work is part of the Restore the Ruther project.